Yeah, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a CI/CD pipeline and infra pipeline using GitLab CI, and I'm going to deploy uh, Kubernetes services, Helm charts in ROSA and infra services in AWS. Let's discuss more on this one. In the earlier tutorial, I will discuss you about AWS architecture. These are the AWS services I am going to create with the help of an infra pipeline. Okay, and this is the Devops CI/CD pipeline. So, in the locally we have Visual Studio. I will create a Java application. I will try to build in local using Maven, and it will deploy in Tomcat. Once I will thought that it is expecting as expected, then I will try to push this code to a GitLab repo. So in the GitLab repo, I am pushing all SRC, ISC folder, pipelines, and Docker file, and Helm charts in AWS folder. All things I will share to GitLab repo. So with the help of a GitLab CI, so CI pipeline and CD pipeline will be triggered based upon variables and how I have set the rules in the CI pipeline or CD pipeline. It will trigger the pipeline. In the CI pipeline, the GitLab runner will do these following steps. So first of all, it will pull the repo. After that, it will try to build this application using Maven. After that, so it will do Docker image build and it will tag. After that, it will pushing the image to a query in queue repo. It is a one of the registry. Okay. So once the CA is completed, then CD will be triggering. So in the it having two steps. It will do first Helm validation and Helm deploy. Okay. So Helm deploy will be done in the ROSA. Okay, so after that it will once it will deploy in the ROSA cluster, it will try to fetch the latest image of a queue repo. Okay, it will try to deploy in the ROSA cluster. Okay, in the infra pipeline, so it is going to do two steps. One is AWS lint nag and validation, other one is AWS deploy. Okay, so AWS deploy will do creation of a cloud formation. After the creation of cloud formation, it will create the corresponding resources in the AWS account. Okay, these are the resources it's going to create in AWS account. Okay, let's see what are the things you need to do in this tutorial. Okay, so first of all, we need to install some basic tools in your local machine. After that, you need to you need to create the GitLab repo. Let's see what you need to do. First of all, we need to install JDK in local. Okay, and also you need to install Visual Studio, and also you need to install some plugins in Visual Studio, that is JDK and Maven and Tomcat. These are the some of the plugins you need to install in Visual Studio. So first of all, we need to install JDK in local. Okay, and also you need to install Visual Studio, and also you need to install some plugins in Visual Studio, that is JDK and Maven and Tomcat. These are the some of the plugins you need to install in Visual Studio. So once you have downloaded the Visual Studio, then you need to install these all plugins. So let's try to download from open source. Try to install from JDK. Try to install the JDK from Java, Oracle Java only. Okay, I'm taking JDK 17 version. Okay, okay. From here we need to download. So what is this is a Windows mission, right? So you need to download this one. So I already downloaded in my local mission. So I'm having this one JDK 17. Okay. So now what I will do is I will try to install this JDK. So the process is, I think you know this the process, right? So just install the JDK. It will take just 2 to 3 minutes to install, and also you will try to download the Visual Studio in meanwhile. Okay. So go to Visual Studio. You can download Visual Studio. So it's all about you. You can install Visual Studio or any other editor also fine. Okay, here onwards you will go to downloads and you can just download that one, Visual Studio. Okay, so whatever it is, okay, free download, community edition you can download. Okay, I already downloaded this one. Okay, let's see. Oh, it is this one. Okay, Java, JDK 17. Okay, JDK 17 is installing. So once JDK and Visual Studio is installed, then we need to add the JDK Maven and Tomcat plugins. Let's see, it will take some time to install the Java. So meanwhile, we will try to install Visual Studio also. VS Code. Okay, so JDK is successfully installed. Okay, I'm trying to install Visual Studio. Okay, so just verify the whether JDK is installed or not by opening the terminal. Okay, I'm trying to open from here. Okay, so Java 17 is installed successfully. And next go to Visual Studio. Okay, so I think Visual Studio also installed successfully. Okay. So it is installed successfully. Okay, let's install some of the um, let's install some extensions. What should be required? Required JDK. We have JDK, Maven, Tomcat. Okay. Yeah. Extension package for Java. Try to click this one. Okay. I have already installed this one. Okay. Maven. We need to install Maven. So this is also I have installed. We need to okay. Yeah, hi team. So currently we have installed the Visual Studio and JDK, and also I have installed the JDK extensions in the Visual Studio. Let's see, this is our existence repo. We will try to create a new file and try to create a new Java application. Sorry, it is creating here itself. Okay, so I will try to remove folder from here. Okay, open folder. Okay, I will try to create a new folder. Okay, I'm adding this one. Okay, okay. I will try to create a Maven application. Okay, I will try. I'm trying to create. There are many type of a Java application is there, right? So we have a sample skeleton based Maven project. We have a some Java simple Java application. We have React JS, and we have a Spring Boot application, and we have some different kind of application is there. But based upon that, you can select your one. So I'm just selecting a Spring Boot application. Okay. So I'm just selecting the latest one only. Okay. Okay. Selecting com dot example only. Okay. Demo only I'm selecting. Yeah. So my product is going to create. So it will create a some sample Maven based template. Once it is generated this one. Yeah. Yeah. This yeah. So it is created demo folder. It is created src. It is created main Java and the resources. It's all it is created. It is the main application. It is having yeah. It is having all this data. Okay. So now we have the Spring Boot application. We'll try to build this application. Okay. With the help of a pom.xml only. It is downloading some plugins. You have some libraries in the Java, right? So it is going to download that one. It will take some time. It is the first time. Yes, since it is failed, build is failed. Okay, some jars are not able to download, like JUnit. Yeah, this utility is failed to download. So we need to fix this issue. So it will take some time to fix this one. Instead of this one, we have already created this sample template. We will remove this one and we will add that one. We have our own, right? Okay. Sorry, in the desktop we have our own project. Okay. Add. Yeah, this is the search folder. So this is the same like you have seen earlier, right? Maven Spring Boot application, the same one. We have SRC, we have main, we have Java, we have resources. These all things we are having. Hello controller. Here I have given some data. Hello world. We are going to do app containerization and app modernization Spring Boot application. Okay. This is the application we having SRC. So we'll try to build this one. Okay, clean is completed. Now we'll try to install Maven install. Yeah, it having some test cases. It is passing the test cases. So it is created the target folder. You can see here. It having some final output. We having the jar. This is the final output. So we like to check in the console what is the output of this Spring Boot application. How to build. Okay. So till now, so we have built the Maven application. We have created the Maven application. So we need to clean. First of all, whenever you have created the application, first of all, we need to do clean. So once the clean is done, you try to install this application. So it, with the help of a pom.xml, it will the application is going to build. Okay, it will take some time to build. It will do some test cases also. Okay, build is completed. So so it will start the Maven lifecycle is started with the Maven clean, valid, compile, test compile, and the package, verify and install. So the same steps it will be coming from one after one. So let's see this. What are the commands it is passing? Yeah. Okay, you can see this, right? So it is taking a Maven application, it passing install command, and it is taking pom.xml for file, and it is building this application. Okay, this building is started. So this is the one of the tasks. It is cleanupping, it is compiling. So it is the compile. So it is the test compile. It is the test cases. Yeah, now it is packaging. These all are comes under a test only. So it is build your application with the jar. Extension is jar, not a var. Okay. So installation step is happening here. So build process is completed. So you can check once the build process is completed, it will execute the target folder it is creating. It is having all the classes and whatever the things it is generated. It is be in this folder. Okay. So let's try to the application is built right now. We'll try to check what is the output in our locally. Okay. So okay, the application started building. Okay, the started main application 2 seconds. Okay, we'll try to open this one. It is deploying in a localhost dot 8080. Yeah, see, hello world. We are going to do app containerization and app modernization Spring Boot. Okay, right, this is the output of your application. This is the API output. Okay, so just go and check that data in a searching. Yeah, see, hello world, we are going to do app containerization, app modernization Spring Boot. Okay, let's change the data and we'll try to rebuild this application v2. Okay, this is the v2, and also I will change the test case also. Okay, v2. I need to verify exactly v2. Okay, okay, this is not, this is the controller. Okay, now the application is how changed the application. I will try to rebuild this application. I will do the clean and okay, I will try to build the application with the help of Maven. Okay, it is building, it is passing the test. Yeah, build is completed. Now try to okay, refresh this. Okay, okay, it is okay. I will try to read rerun again. Okay, stop. Started main application. Okay, let's look on this one. So see, hello world, we are going to do app containerization and app modernization Spring V2. This is the what we have given in this source, right? So this is the data of a API. So let's look on this one. So now till now we have created our own application. We will uh, try to do this in a ROSA. Okay. So this application should be yes, application should be deployed in ROSA environment. First of all, let's clean up this data. Okay. So I will clean up in the data. Okay. Okay, Maven is completed. Let's see. Okay. I have changed the two changes, right? Two files. Okay. So how committing? So version 2 is updated. So I just committed. So I'm publishing branch. The same you can able to see in the here in the repo. So just give me some time so that it will reflected here. Okay, since it is publishing. Okay, let's close this one. This is how to build your Spring Boot or Java application in Visual Studio. Okay, thank you, team. Yeah, till now we have completed how to install JDK and Visual Studio, and we have created a repo, and we have cloned, and we have created a Spring Boot Java application. We have built it in locally. We have tested in locally. So currently we can look up on GitLab GitLab account and how to create a GitLab account, how to create a project in GitLab, how to create a group, and we will just explore more on GitLab part. Just look on this one. So creation of a GitLab account is not a challenging. You can create an account by passing your details like email or your company name, and you need to pass some date of birth, some address. You need to pass your credentials. After creating, you will get some confirmation mail. The confirmation mail. Once you confirm that mail, you can able to create the GitLab account. So whenever you have login, so you can able to see the GitLab dashboard like this. Okay. So now explore more part on this. These are the projects we have access for this application for this GitLab. So you can create a more projects. So I'm going to try to create a new project. Okay. So there are multiple options to create a new project. It is a blank project. It means you can create a empty project and create a from template. This is a pre-defined template is there. So that also optional. It will create a predefined template, like it will create a some Java Spring Boot application. All it will having dummy things. You can modify that parts and you can deploy your application. It is not a recommended one. Another one is import project. If you have any your priorities in other external repos like GitHub, Bitbucket, or any other like AWS commit, whatever it is. Okay. You can just import from them. Another one more option is run CI/CD for external repos. So you since your repo is in another location, you just using GitLab for CI/CD purpose only. For that kind of purpose, you can use this one. So currently, I'm using current uh, empty projects. So I'm just writing the application. So Spring Boot tab. Okay, okay, it is using the same one. Spring Boot part in the same group. Okay, prior deployment group. Okay, this is optional one. You can make a visual levels. So you can publish whether private or public. It's up to you. So since you having limit, you need to restrict to the public. Then you need to make it as a private. Okay. So you can make all this enable and try to create this one. Like I'm just creating. So after creating, okay, having some readme file, having the things how to download your this repo, having some this miscellaneous thing you don't need to worry. So go to repo. So this is the repo. So here we have branches. You can create a multiple branches. You can create a multiple branches. There is a commits is there. You can able to see the commits, and you can there is a tags option is there. You can tag a specific branch or specific commit. You can able to see the git repository graph. Okay, the multiple options you have. After this, you can there is a build option is there. So build option is nothing but it having a capability to trigger your pipelines. You can able to see the stages. You can able to see the uh, job job portion. You can able to see the pipeline editor. You can able to see the artifact of your pipeline. All the things you can see in build. So you can go to security. So in the security part, you can able to see the vulnerabilities of your application like sashed dashed. Okay. So currently this is not a free. You need to update this free version to some premium version. Then only you can able to see the this dashboard. This like is nothing but you can able to see the SAS report, dashed report, code quality report. These all things you can able to see here in the security portion. Currently, in this demo, I am not covering this part. So go to deployment section. So you can add deployment is nothing but you can add the target of your application. So then you need to create a releases. You can whenever you are create you are deploying releases, the application is going to deploy in the corresponding target environment. Okay. So there are multiple option is there. There is a package registry is there. There is a container registry is there. So multiple options is there. But since I am not using this deploy, why? Because I am deploying my application image or my application code in ROSA only. Okay. So these are some of the miscellaneous options is there. There is a settings option is there where you can see related to settings option of this project like project details, some visualization like repository access. These all things you can able to see and CI/CD catalog, set a privacy catalog. Okay, badges, service, desktop. These all things we need to have. Integrations we have. Is there any third-party integrations we can do in this portion? And also access control, access tokens. So currently we don't have any access tokens like we have repository permissions. Here we can set so default branches, branch rules, mirroring repository, protecting branches, protecting tags. Okay, these all things is available in repository. CI/CD portion. In the CI/CD portion, it will having all related to pipeline portion. So how we are going to build? What is the default CI/CD configuration file? So, okay, all the things it will having. Having auto deployment, having the GitLab CI runners. Currently, we are using shared runners only in this tutorial. So there is one more option is there For restricted projects, you need to utilize the project-based GitLab CI runners. Okay, that's runners having all the tools you need to install by your own. You, after installing all the tools, then only this runner will be going to run for your application. Okay, currently I am using shared services only, shared GitLab runners. The GitLab runners also we have, and the artifacts we have, variable section also we have. So you can add n number of variables for CI/CD. So these variables will be going to consume in the pipelines. Okay. So group variables is there, or any CI/CD variables also is there. It is a individual variable. This is a group variable. So where these variables will be applicable in whole group. Okay. Okay. Token, security file, multiple options is there. Okay, this is all about CI/CD pipeline. So let's see what are the things in the repo. Yeah. So GitLab/ci.yml. This is the main file. This is the main CI/CD build pipeline main default file. Okay. So we can change the default file in the portion itself, in the auto deployment itself. Here, see, right? You can modify here itself if you require. You are running any some different file. Currently, this is the default one. Okay, this is the GitLab CI folder. This is the main folder. I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stages. Okay, this is the parent pipeline. So I have written the child pipelines. These are the child pipelines. This is the main parent pipeline. So this pipeline usually trigger based upon rules set by me. Okay, I have set up the rules. So ci dev. So it will be triggering automatically. But if whenever you have triggering with the help of these variables, it won't trigger. Okay. The same way, CI/CD I have triggered the same. But when we come to CD, SI and CD prod, so I am passing the specific rules. It will be triggered whenever I pass these key variables. Okay. And infra also. Whenever I pass the infra equal to AWS, then only it will be triggering this pipeline. Okay. Okay. So this is all about GitLab CI. Let's explore more on CI, how to create a CI/CD pipeline, how to create an infra pipeline. Okay, how to trigger that pipeline. Okay, let's see more about that one. Yeah, hi guys. So currently we are going to do how to create a CI and CD pipeline, how to create infra pipelines. So let's open the Visual Studio. Let's understand the IAC folder first. Okay. So ISC folder having the two folders. It is a AWS and it is a ROSA. In the AWS folder, we having the API and the files, pre-request, S3, buckets and scripts. This is all are related to infra pipeline. This is related to CD pipeline. We have Dev, ROSA, Dev and Springboard. Yeah, these are related to Helm charts. I'm creating two folders for two different aspirants. Okay, this is about ISC folder. Okay. So yeah, in the ROSA itself, we are having the deployment script. We are having the sample deployment script. We are having the ingress script. We are having the ROSA script. I mean route script. We are having the service script. We are having the service account script. Okay. So let's talk more on how to create a CI/CD pipeline. Okay. This GitLab CI.yml is the default folder for creating the pipelines. Okay. So currently, yeah, we will try to understand how we have created this pipeline. Okay. So let's start with the stages. We need to pass the stage. This is the test. This is the SAST scanning I have given this one. So just ignore this part. So I have given the CI dev, CD dev, and CD SI, CD prod, and infra. Okay, these are the five stages I have added. So what is having the CI dev? Okay, let's CI dev stage and triggers. So it is triggering with the help of this file. So file is located in the pipeline slash ci dev.yml. Okay. So pipeline slash ci dev.yml. Okay. This is the file of that one. Okay. So this pipeline will be triggering automatically, but it won't trigger when you pass the variables like cd deploy equal to si, cd deploy equal to prod, infra equal to aws. Okay, so whenever we try to trigger pipelines, that time we are trying to pass the variables in the GUI. Okay, so sorry, whenever I try to trigger these rules, the ci dev pipeline it won't trigger. Okay. Okay, now go to CI do. So upcoming few minutes you can understand how it is going to work out. Okay. Now see what is the CI dev it is having. I am closing this one. I will understand CI dev. CI dev it having the two stages: app build, app image, publish, queue. Okay. So variable string boot profile add to prod. This is it will be taken by the app itself, and queue registry is queue registry I am passing. In this section, you just to pass the all the variables wherever you required in this script. Okay. So you are passing the app build stage also same app build. I am using the Maven. Okay, Maven image. The GitLab CI. It is nothing but Docker execute only, right? So it will taking the Maven latest this image and it will try to execute these scripts. Okay, so it is taking this Docker execute is taking this image and trying to execute this one. Okay, okay, let's see. So it is having the script mvn clean install. Okay, so we have this application. Okay, in this application it will first of all it will download this repo. After downloading it will try to pass this command in the root directory. This is the upskill n Devops. This is the root directory. It is passing mvn clean install. So it is trying to look what is the where is the pom.xml. It is in the under home directory only. It is taking pom.xml and it is trying to execute this one. The same we have done in locally, right? Same as it will be executing. Okay. So once it is executing, it is trying to create a target, okay, target folder here itself. You have already seen, right? Okay. So artifacts. So artifact is this will be give the option to download. So whenever it is app is building, it will throwing the output of target. So we would like to check that target artifactory. Okay. So that purpose we have written that this stage. Okay. Next look to app image publish query queue. Sorry, not query. So app image publish queue. So it is having the same stage name I have given. It is using image. So what is trying to do is we have Docker file. So we have Docker file. We are trying to build a Docker image and we try to publish this image to a queue registry. Okay. So it is taking a Docker image and it is utilizing some service called Docker service. This is a inbuilt service taken by the GitLab CI. So that purpose I am giving the same one. So these are the scripts. Before running this script, it will run these scripts. So these scripts is having to install Python 3, pip, and unzip and curl. These are the packages it is installing. Okay, after installing this script, So then you will go to pip install AWS. It is going to install AWS CLI command. Okay, after that it is checking Docker and AWS versions. These scripts will be executing before executing this script. Okay, under after let's see the script. So first of all, you are giving export image tag equal to ci commit sha. Okay, we are giving image tag as a ci commit short sha is nothing but, so whenever you are committing, you will get, you will generate some commit id and commit sha, right? So that is, it is taking as a key value for the image tag. Okay, so then docker build hyphen t, and we need to pass the q registry and q image name and q image and current directory dot. So in the current directory we having the docker file, right? Yes, it is taking the docker file, it is building the docker file. After that it will log in with the q user and q password and q registry. Okay, I'll tell you where it is getting from. After that you will have a docker push q registry q image and image tag. It will pushing this image to a q repository. Okay, let's see what is a q registry. Q registry is this one. Okay, q.io, and q image name is, this is the q image name. Okay, upskill on devops slash spring boot. After that, image tag, we are giving this image tag. Okay, so now go to next one. So a docker logging hyphen u q username and q password and q registry. So we have q registry, we require q username and q password. These two things will be getting from ci/cd pipeline variables part. So let's see. I'm storing the two in that variables in here. I will show you that. CD. Yes. So I'm storing some of the key variables in the ci/cd variable part. Q password and Q user, AWS secret access key, AWS access key. These all are I'm storing here. I will show you how to add the variables. So we need to give like this. We need to give the key name and we need to give the password. Okay. You need to save. Okay. Okay. Fine. So it will be taking this pipeline will be taking that uh, Q username, Q password. Okay. So once the Docker build is completed, it will be pushing the image to the queue. Okay. So let's take a look on queue. Yeah, this reloading. Wait a while. Yeah. So this queue is nothing but it is one of the Red Hat registry. You can create by using the Red Hat credentials only. After creating, you just create a new repository. You can make it a public or private. Okay, just simple. Okay, so yeah, I already created this one. Yeah, you see, this is the dashboard of your image tags. We have I have n number of tags for each and every one. Okay, 1 hour before itself, I have triggered this pipeline. This is the image tag. Let me see. It is storing with the help of a this one. This is the tag. Okay, manifest. Let's take a look on how the Docker file is having what the it is having this image. It's having some of the data. We don't bother about this data. Just leave that one. It having the security scan also. All the packages. You don't bother about these all things. You have built your image and push it to the queue. Okay. Now go to Visual Studio. So now CI Dev will be building your application and it will pushing your Docker image to a queue. So now CA part is completed. So now come to CD part. So what is CD? So it is having the CD dev. It having it again it triggering from a child pipeline. We having CD dev.yml. It will be trigger based on needs. Needs is nothing but it will be this job will be triggering once you completed this job CI dev. So once the CI dev is completed, then only this CD dev is triggered. Okay. These are dependency jobs. So it will be starting automatically once it is completed. So then only it will go to CD dev. Okay. And also this job will won't trigger when you pass these variables. CD dev equal to SI, CD dev not equal to prod, infra not equal to AWS. These jobs won't trigger when you pass these variables. I will show you how it will do. Okay, next go to what are the things in CD dev. CD dev. Okay. Okay, CD dev. So what are the things having in the CD dev? So it having the helm valid and the helm deploy. Helm deploy in dev. Okay, let's see. So this is a variables. I'm just passing the helm chart path. Where is the helm chart path it is having? So in ISA folder, ROSA folder, uh, yeah, dev folder, Spring Boot is there. This is the Helm chart path and OpenShift server. So you need to pass the OpenShift server. You need to pass the OpenShift token. You need to pass the OpenShift project. Okay. You need to pass the Helm release name, and also you need to pass the Helm value, values.yml file, and we need to pass the Helm content. Okay. So Helm is content or Helm chart path is both are same, and you need to pass the helm version, and you need to pass the helm register sorry queue register and queue image name. Okay, so after passing these all variables, again I will tell you rosa to deploy any kubernetes scripts in cluster. You just required some helm scripts or kubernetes scripts. Okay, that scripts can be developed with any yeah that the scripts can be developed at anywhere. You can develop the scripts and you can insert here. Okay. Yeah, let's discuss about the CD pipeline. So this CD pipeline having the two stages. One is helm valid and another one is helm deploy in dev. So these are the variables we are using in rosa. So Helm chart path, you need to point out the Helm chart. Okay. So this is the OpenShift server. You need to pass the OpenShift server. So we need to pass the OpenShift token. Okay. These are not mandated to show in production environment. This is a I'm using the ROSA dummy environment, so that I'm using this one. Okay. So I'm taking this logging credentials. I'm going to deploy here. Okay. So you need to pass the OpenShift project dev. So project is nothing but a namespace. Okay, namespace or name, whatever name it is. Okay, namespace or project both are same. So we need to pass the Helm release name. Okay, you need to point out the Helm values file value. I mean, you need to pass the values.yml file. Okay, you need to again we need to pass the Helm content. Okay, and after that we need to pass the helm version and the queue register and queue image name. Okay, so after that we need to pass the before script. this script will install the helm tool, helm packages. Okay. So after that we have two stages. One is helm valid, another one is helm deploy. Okay, helm valid. So it will do some linting and template validation. Okay, lint will do the linting of your helm content location. So helm content is this one. It will check the is there any linting is there any linting issues the in the specific Spring Boot location. Okay, so after that helm template is nothing but it to just show the template of your helm chart. Okay, so it will validate your template and it will show your template. Okay, so after helm validation is completed, then we need to deploy your helm into the OpenShift. Okay, so we need to export image tag. Okay, CI tag. I already explained in the previous CI and one CI pipeline. So OC login, OpenShift server, and token we need to pass. So after passing, you will get a access of that registry. After that, we need to check out to the corresponding namespace. We are going to check out with the help of this command. After that helm upgrade, we need to pass this command. Say helm upgrade install helm release name. We need to pass the helm chart path. This is the path of your helm chart and namespace. You need to give the namespace and the values. You need to give the file of your file name of your values. Sorry, helm values file name. Okay, and you can override. Is there any any values you need to override? You can set here. I'm just overriding image dot tag with image tag. It is overriding this with this. Okay. So currently it will validate and it will deploy your Helm chart in the ROSA cluster. Okay. Let's take a look on ROSA how it is look like. So this is the ROSA. Okay. We have the two options: administrator and developer. Okay. These are the projects we have. Okay, so we have the pods. Here we have some pods. Here we have deployments, secrets, stateful sets, and we have jobs. We have cron jobs, replicas, debian sets. We have the serverless part. We have the networking part. We have the storage part. We have the build part. We have the pipelines part. We have multiple options. Okay, so let's go. We have currently I have committed the changes. So I have updated the OpenShift server ID and token. After updating, I have pushing the changes to the repo. So let's see how the pipeline is triggered. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. So I just triggered 4 minutes just now only. So I'm just clicking this one. Pipeline is successful. See, so it having the test, it having the CI dev, it having the CD dev. Okay. So let's click on test. This is a SAS scan, default SAS scan. I just leave as it is. Okay, it is doing some SAS scan of your code, your repo. Okay, you don't require this one. Next, go to back. Just to check the CI dev. What it will do? CI dev. Yeah. CD, yeah, CI will what it will do? It will build your application and it will contain. It will do Docker image and it will push to the queue. Okay, first you look on this one app build. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we'll go to top of this one. Scrolling is not working. Okay. So running with the GitLab runner. Okay. Using Docker executor with image Maven. It is taking a Maven image and it is building this application. Okay. First of all, it is cloning your repo. It is cloning. After that, we have passing mvn clean install, right? See what where is the CA? For CI clean install and ls. Okay, these commands will be passing there. So Ambient clean install. After passing it is downloading some package from Maven. See, this lot of lines is there. We'll go to N. Here you can show, oh yeah, Spring Boot application. It is downloading some more test cases. It is passing, it is compiling, it is building, it is packaging. Finally, the application will be, yeah. Finally, application is, finally building this application is successful. ls, Docker file, ls, IAC folder, pipelines, presentation, pom.xml, target. So it is down, it is created a target folder. Okay. So uploading this target. At the end, I have added the artifact. It is uploading this target. Okay. You can directly download this artifact. We can check what all the content it is having. The local also you can check, but you can, if you need to see how the application is building, you can check, you can go like this also. Next, yeah, app image publish queue. Yeah, forgot to show you the Docker file. I will show the Docker file. So this is the Docker file. I'm taking Maven latest as a build, working directory is /app, and just copying what are the directory in source and destination. Okay, it will copy all the entire data to the source and destination. Okay, it will run maven clean install diskip. These commands will be executing while building. Okay, this is a build step only. This is the main docker image. Okay, this is the build. Okay, again, this is the image. I'm using jdk 17 version and working directory. I'm just copying the build part. Okay, so what it will do is, this image will be building, it will be executing this target folder, right? It is executing, so I'm just copying that target, this specific jar files from this build part, and I'm pasting in the current image. Okay, I'm taking jar file from this build and pasting in this build. So now I'm having the app.jar. Okay, so I'm exposing 8080, and after that I'm running that application java-jar app.jar. Okay, okay. These things I have written. Okay, let's see in okay, here itself how you are building the Docker image and how you are publishing the Docker image. Okay, these are the pre. I already told you, right? There is a pre. There is a some pre scripts is there that is running here. Yeah, yeah. Before script is there, right? It is running the script first. Okay, after that it will run these scripts. Why? Because somewhat these are scripts for this script. Okay, okay. So it is installing some Python and unzipping curl. These are installing. After that, installing AWS CLI version 2, and it is showing Docker image, and it is showing AWS CLI console. Okay. So I'm just exporting image tag. After that, I'm building queue, and it is showing the Docker file. So currently, this is the build part. See, this is the step one, Maven latest. This is the step 2, working directory. It is the step 3, it is copying. Okay, it is the step 4, Maven clean install. So it is just this is building this application. We will go to N. Yeah, build is success. Okay, okay. Now that one Docker build is completed. Now come to main Docker build. So this is the main one. So it is pulling the latest this image, after that working directory, after that it is copying from build. Okay, the specific jar is copying from source to directory. The source is build is the source. So build is nothing but I have given the build, right? See, as a Maven latest as a build. So here we are using build. You just take this content from build image. Okay, it is taking, it is copying and it is pasting, and you need to expose. You need to run this application. Okay, now the image build is completed. Now we need to tag that one. Yeah, it is tagged. It is tagged with this one. Okay. After that, we need to log in to the corresponding queue registry. I'm passing login hyphen user hyphen password and queue registry. So login is successful. After that, we need to push your image to a queue. So pushing is completed. With this, we have done CI part. Now come to CD part. CI is completed. Now come to CD part. We have helm valid and we have helm deploy. Okay, let's check the helm valid. Yeah. Mm. Go to starting onwards. So these are the pre-scripts: app get update, app install. It is just installing the helm tool, helm packages first. Yeah. After installing helm, you'll get the helm version. After that, I need to do the linting for the helm content directory. This is the helm content directory. It will do the helm linting. So linting is fine. Okay. After that, it will do helm template for your helm charts. So, so we are having the service account. We are having the some Kubernetes components like service account. We are having the service. It is a cluster IP service. Okay, we have the ports. We have the selector. You have the deployment script. We having the replicas one. We have the template. The template we are having the one image. So Docker image we are having, and it having the some ports. It having the liveliness and readiness props. It having the resources limits. It is having the route. It having the it is pointing out into service to route. It having the TLS ads. It having the pod details. Okay. Okay. So next move to deploy part. This is the first stage. Next go to second stage. Yeah, again, yeah, first again it will download that helm chart. Okay, so OC version. Okay, we will check that OC version, helm version. After that you need to log in OC login. Okay, it is logging. After that it is checked to a corresponding namespace. After that it will be deploying your helm chart. Okay, helm chart is deployed. Now check whether the helm is updated or not. Okay, so it seems that a pod is deployed. It is running successfully. So just look on it. Yeah, you see, we have the route, right. You just clicking the DNS of that route. You see, hello world. We are going to do app containerization and app modernization Spring Boot version 2. This is the what we are expecting, right? So now the application, this API is deployed in ROSA cluster. Okay, so you can check whether the you can check the logs of this part. Okay, we're using the this one only. Yeah, yeah, Q's upskill on DevOps, right? This is, you are using this image only. Or I will show you logs. These are the logs, application logs. Okay, you can see the events of your part. Also, you can talk with the directly pod you have a connection, you have established a connection currently, your terminal, you can just click this one. Terminal you can connect. Okay. Present working directory is jar. We have set it in the Docker file, right? Initially, you can see the same. Okay. So you can check, go to projects, click on projects, click on your project, check the workloads. It will show you what all the components are deployed with the help of this namespace. It is having the deployment, it's having the Helm charts. Helm release, this is what we have deployed, right? Helm release Spring Boot, where is CD down. Helm release, yeah, dev release. See here, Helm release name. Okay, okay, let's look on that one. So this is the way you need to deploy your application in a ROSA using GitLab CI/CD pipeline. So now currently we have done CD for dev. Dev is completed. How to move to SI? Okay. So at currently I don't have any SI clusters. I will show you, but how to deploy that one. Okay. Okay. CI/CD is I have done automatically. Then how to do CD part? So let's go to the pipeline. I will try to trigger that pipeline. Yeah, it will trigger directly like this. Okay, I will show you. CD deploy SI. Okay, come to pipelines. How to trigger the variables? Okay, run pipeline. CD hyphen deploy and sorry, deploy SI. Mm, just clarify. CD hyphen deploy equal to SI. Okay, run pipelines. Yeah, you can observe, right? CD stage only it is triggering. Yes. So whenever we trigger CDSI, so whenever we pass CDSI, so this job only it will trigger. Okay, it having again a child pipeline. So and correspondingly CI dev CD dev I will passing this. Whenever they pass this command, it won't trigger. I am showing this not equal. Whenever they pass, don't trigger this CI dev and CD dev. So whenever pass this, it will be trigger CDSI. Okay, like that you can deploy this your application in CD dev, CDSI or CD prod. Okay. So once CD dev is free, then we need to move to CDSI. Then we move to CD prod. Okay. This infra is I will talk more about infra in next video. Okay. Just look on that one how it is working. It is failing. Yeah, downstream. Why it is failing? It is having some pipeline issue. Okay. So okay, CD SI GLM helm valid VALID deploy dev stages. Okay, deploy dev job chooses state does not exist available. Okay, the you can see, right, CD. This is the issue. So just validating. Here you have mentioned SI, but here I am mentioning CI deploy SI. Okay, like this, the SI CD SI will be triggered and it will be deploying in the corresponding cluster. Okay, I hope you understand the CI/CD pipeline. So with this, I'm ending the CI/CD pipeline. In the next tutorial, I will explain you more about infra pipeline. Okay. So how to in the next tutorial, I will explain you how to validate the infra and how to deploy the infra. Okay, infra deploy and infra validation. Okay, I'll tell you in next tutorial. Okay, thank you, team. Yeah, hi guys. Till now we have completed CA and CD pipelines. Okay, just recap on CI CD part. So this is the parent pipeline. So it will trigger the pipeline based on it will trigger the pipeline automatically, but it won't trigger whenever you pass these key variables. Okay. So both have set the same rules. Okay. The auto deployment will be happen for these two CI dev and CD dev. Okay. So let's see. So child pipelines also CI dev. It will the CI dev we have two stages. In the first stage, it will build the Maven application. In the second stage, it will uh, it will it will trigger the Docker image and it will push the image to the queue. Okay, queue repository. So in the CD dev, so it will do two stages. One is helm valid and other one is helm deploy. Okay. The helm valid, it will just do the helm linting and it will do the helm template. Okay. Just show the template of your helm package. Okay. The second part it will do the helm deploy part. So it will log into the OC and it will check out to the your namespace. Then it will deploy your helm package to the corresponding uh, ROSA cluster. Okay. So you can see that one. Okay. We already deployed in previous video, right? So just check that one. Okay. Just I'm just refreshing this one. This is the application. This is the route one. Yeah, we already deployed this part and we have the networking, we have the service is deployed. This is the service, this is the route. Okay, so when we are trying to click that one, so it is deployed. This is the route value, this is the route. Okay, this is the DNS of this route, but this is the not actually the case we need to utilize. Okay, so we need to point out via infra. Okay, AWS infra. So I will explain the architecture. Yes. So till now we have done, we have created our repository in where is that one? Not this one. Mm, yeah, this is the one. So till now we have deployed our application in the cluster. But how the application will access in the main application? We need to create a public API. We need to add this API part in the main application. Then HTTP will be accessing, right? See here. So upskill on devops.ml. When the customer will hit the slash validation, then in the backend they will be creating HTTP request. Okay. So here it will be accessing upskill.devops.validated. Whenever the user will be configuring this DNS, yeah, this DNS in a route 53, and then we need to route the traffic to API gateway. Then it will route to the NLVN via VPC endpoints we can access, right? That is the process we need to do. So right currently we are directly accessing that application. We don't need to use the same DNS. Okay. So currently I will show you how to deploy these all AWS resources. So you have already deployed the ROSA cluster. Okay, you have deployed application in the ROSA cluster. Now I will show you how to deploy this AWS infra part. So just understand the AWS infra part. Yeah, this is the infra part. Okay, so API route CNAME record we have. Okay, the API first of all, the main application we are configuring this public API. Okay, so whenever the traffic will be come here, here in the route 53 we have already configured that this API gateway with the help of it API DNS name. Okay, so this whenever it is reaching to the public API, we having integration with ROSA Ingress NLP. Okay, so whenever it is flowing from API gateway to ROSA NLP, then this NLP having a target VPC endpoints. This VPC endpoint is having a target group of ROSA cluster VPC. I mean ROSA cluster IP addresses. Okay, so by like this, it will be flow will be reaching from public API route 53, then NLP, then to open or ROSA OpenShift. This is the actual flow. Let's see this one also. Yeah, this is the same which I have already explained you. So now we'll try to create a infra pipeline. Okay, so CI/CD pipeline is done. This part is done. So now we need to create this part, this part. Okay. Okay, let's show you how to create. the main the main GitLab pipeline. We having the infra pipeline also. I have added two steps in the GitHub's as a GitLab.yml file. One is infra valid and infra deploy. Okay, these both jobs will be trigger whenever I pass the infra AWS key variable. Okay, and also both are similar only, so it will including the children pipeline aws slash validation.yml file. Okay, and also this also will be triggered the same, but so this job will be triggering when it is a dependency job. Whenever the infra valid is completed, then only infra is going to deploy, then only this job will be triggering. Okay, so just we will go to the pipeline. Yeah, this is AWS validation and AWS infra deploy. Must explain AWS validation. Here we are having two stages. What one is lint and the other one is validate. In the lint, it will do the linting of your application. Okay, so just go to the script. What is containing in the script? So it will update your Docker image and it will install some packages. Python is installing. It is activating the Python environment, and it is installing CFN lint tool. Okay, and this CFN lint is doing for all files in which is having the YAML file in current directory. Okay, so CFN directory name is IAC slash AWS. You have IAC slash AWS folder. Okay, so second part is CFN NAG. So it will do scanning of your code. Okay, it will check the standards of AWS, whether you are following the AWS standards and doing writing the code or not. It will check that one. This is statical SAST, statical analysis testing. Okay, CFN, it is installing CFN NAG scan. After installing, you need to pass the IAC slash AWS folder and it will show the output. Okay, there we need to submit these SAST and DAST scan results to the GRC team. Okay, once they will review and they need to approve, then only we need to go to dev to SI. Okay, uh, last part is cloud formation validation. So it just validate whether the you passed CFT script is valid or not. Okay, this is the AWS valid.yml. So next go to AWS infra dev.yml folder. Okay, this is the one of the script. I will explain you. So stages we having pre-request, S3 creation, copy files, API creation. So let's go to prescript. Prescript it is using Amazon AWS CLI command image, and it is using some variables. The variables are CFS template. What is the template? Prerequest.pyml. What is the stack name? This is the stack name. What is the parameters? This is the parameters. What is the tags? These are tags. What is the app code? These are the app code. Then it is going to run this script AWS CloudFormation deployment. Let's see the AWS CFT deployment. So it will having the entire script. So what it will do is it will check if you don't have any CloudFormation stack in your AWS account, then it will be going to create. If already stack is there, it will going to update your stack. Okay, you can see AWS cloud formation describe, and you need to pass the stack name. So stack does not exist, creating the stack. So this command will create your stack based upon the variables you have passed. Okay, so if else if the already stack is there, just it will update. AWS cloud formation deploy stack name, template, parameters override, capabilities, tags. These are the things we need to wait. Okay, this script will be included in as part of a stage. Okay, so once this is completed, how it will be treated is this: you have passed one cft, you have passed some parameters file, you have passed some tags, you have passed some stack name. With the help of this one, it is taking these input values, and it is parameterized that files, and it will be deployed in your AWS account. Okay. So it will ask the credentials, AWS access key, AWS secret key, like this. So in some project they are using AWS roles also. By passing just roles, it is going to deploy and corresponding that roles. Okay, I will show you where I am storing the AWS credentials. Yeah, here. So I have shown you that earlier, right? So in the variable section, we need to store that secrets and region access keys. Okay. Here I am storing. It is protected with mask. Okay. Okay. Next one. It will create a pre-request. Okay. So let's see what is containing the pre-request template file. So this is the pre-request template file. This is the JSON. I mean, this is the parameters file. This is the template file. In the pre-request, it is just to create a KMS key. Okay. You will create a KMS key, and it will add some permissions, and it will see it is creating some KMS key with these permissions. Okay, KMS encryption, decryption, allow, or this adding some permissions, and this KMS also having some alias name. You are setting the alias name, and this KMS is creating some parameters. Some parameters also creating for this KMS key. Okay, here we require key alias name. So the key alias names is default one. Okay, it is going to key alias injected here. Okay, okay, and the parallelly we are given a parameter key alias and key value. Okay, it will taking the value of this one, and it will be injecting here. So by default also it will take. Okay, if you don't given any parameters in that JSON folder. Okay, like this we need to create a pre-request. It will create in KMS key. After that we need to create a S3 creation. The same we need to pass the variables. Okay, we'll check that S3 CFT. This template will create the S3 bucket for Swagger file and Swagger file store. So it will create a S3 bucket. Okay. So it will creating a S3 bucket. We are passing the resource and resource properties, and S3 bucket policies it is adding, and I am adding one more S3 bucket, S3 logging bucket. I am adding some of the policies for this S3 bucket. Okay. It will creating the two buckets. It will taking the bucket names is Swagger file bucket name, S3 logging bucket name, and KMS key also how taking. Okay. So once S3 bucket and KMS key is completed, then we need to copy files. So now bucket is ready, KMS key is ready. So now we need to copy our local Swagger file to S3 buckets. Okay. So we having Swagger file in this file sections. Swagger file. Okay. Swagger file will create Swagger file will create a API gateway. It will create a method. It will create a it will create a get method. It will create a integrations. It will create a some API integrations. It will create a responses. It having a authorizations. All information you can paste here. Okay. So this information is you are copying from local to S3 bucket. Okay, via this one GitLab Infra dev. Okay, so just to see how I am copying. So I'm changing the branch to script. So I'm going to here. I'm trying to execute a one copy to S3 swagger dot sml. One script is there. How you need to copy the copy to S3. There is a one script is. I'm trying to execute that script. So let's check the copy to S3 swagger.sh file. See, so here we have mentioned AWS region, Swagger file. Location is Swagger file and Swagger bucket. Where we need to copy, where you need to paste, copy and paste is the bucket name. So AWS S3 copy Swagger file and S3 bucket name. Like this, we are copying our local Swagger file to S3 bucket. Okay, so it will be doing that one only. Will executing a checkout to a specific location, and we are executing this shell script. Okay, this will copying your swagger file to a S3 bucket. So after this you need to create a API gateway. Okay, see, let's see the API creation. Okay, this template deploying a public API. Okay, on ROSA, having all the details. Okay, and this API gateway is the main one. This API is taking S3 bucket name, and API it is taking a Swagger file, and it is creating the all the methods. Okay, see, this Swagger file is there, right? This Swagger file it is going to create. It is taking from the S3 bucket. We have S3 bucket. From there it having a Swagger file. It is taking from there. We have already written S3 bucket name and the API contrast file, Swagger file. It will be copying from there with the help of a KMS keys. Okay, it is copying and it is creating the API gateway. Once the API gateway is created, then our thing is completed. So let's I will show you this one S3 Infra dev. So now API also completed. Let's make some change and try to deploy this infra pipeline. Okay, currently I don't have any changes, so I'll try to trigger this one. So go to build pipeline section. So I have already explained you how to trigger this infra pipeline. So let's check that one. So I need to trigger infra valid and infra deploy. Okay, these two things only I need to trigger. So how by passing the infra variables. Okay, I will pass this infra equal to AWS. Yes, yeah, pipeline is triggered. Okay, you can see only two jobs are triggered. One is infra job, another one is test job. This is the dummy one I have lived earlier itself. The first job you can see, right? This is the dummy job. It will be triggered automatically. You don't have any rules. I didn't restrict any rules. Okay, this is not a mandatory. You can remove also. That's also fine. Okay, so let's see that one how it is triggering. Just wait a some while to. Okay, first one is completed. Now infra valid is doing. So I will just click this one. AWS lint. Yeah. So lint, what the lint will do is it will check the whether the AWS code is as format or not. So what lint will do in the pipeline section? AWS validation lint. Okay, CFN lint. It will check your code. Okay. So the GitLab having a very good facility to check it having a good GUI. You can able to see the logs. See, this lint is happening in this whole here. Yeah, these all are your code only. It is success. The directory in US in VCFT was running. Lint is happening. So job is success. Okay. Okay, next go to CFN now. Okay, it is sending some warnings. So I just allowed it whenever it is failed. I have just allowed the failures. Okay, so in this specific file name there is a violation is happening. Illegal CFN no resources. I mean that mean I have passed some parameter variable, but that is not utilizing in the CFT. Okay, that is the same. It is indicating illegal CFN no resources. Okay. You have created swagger.yml file but not utilizing in the CFT. So there is a no collaboration between Swagger and AWS. Okay, so just the consolidation is happening in the AWS CFT itself, but there is a no interaction is happening in the NAG, so that it is showing illegal. These are the it's like a SAST scan. If you are not passing any you are not following any AWS standard, then it is showing some errors. Okay, so in this SQL KMS key rotation rule should not be false or absent on. It is showing some one more warning it is showing, so that's fine. Anyway, Nag is also throwing some errors. At this point of time I'm not able to fix this issue, but let's move to the validation. Validation is completed. Yeah, okay. It is checking some of the files, parameters. Okay, okay, fine. Cloud formation is validating all your templates. So after this one, you need to go to back, uh, come to pipeline. Okay, so pipeline is failing. Let's see what is the issue with this. CF infra deploy is failing. Okay, so pre-app is completed. So in the pre-app, let's see. So it is trying to execute. So stack does existed, just updating. Stack does existed, updating the stack. So no changes to deploy. So the stack is not having any changes. Stack is already existed. Just to check that one. That is a pre-request, right? I'm given the name, app mode, appcon, pre-request. Okay, just go and this is the okay events. Okay, you can just check the time also. So latest one only, just updated. Okay. Okay, next move to next one. Yeah, let's move to next one. S3 creation, same it is happening. Let's see what is the issue with copy files. So it is not copying. No such file or directory. Okay, builds. Okay, upskill. Okay, okay, we need to change some data. Okay, fine. Why? Because it is searching for this location, but the name which you are giving is somewhat different. Okay, this I will fix this issue. So once I will fix this issue, then automatically we need to copy this Swagger file to S3 bucket. After that, API gate will be creating. Okay, so okay, just I will try to fix this issue. Go to AWS one, S3 bucket files. Okay, not files, script. Change readable fill on DevOps. Okay, DevOps skill in DevOps. Skill. Okay, this time it will be run successfully. So now you can see. So CI/CD pipeline will be triggering automatically. Because I have set up the auto trigger side. So let's see, it will be triggered. Yeah, pipeline is started automatically for test and for CI for CD. Okay. Anyway, I'm just canceling this one for time being. So I'm directly running the CD pipeline. Sorry, infra pipeline. Yeah, this job is started triggering. Yeah, this is completed. Next, move to infra part. Yeah, infra lint is happening. Lint and nav. You'll get a more information on CF and lint and CF and lent in now. So I'm using the chartboard for utilizing my time. So it will save my more time. CFN now. So it will throw us some information. Okay, it is showing that it seems like you are mentioned CFN now, which is a tool used for linting AWS cloud formation templates to identify potential issues and security risk. If you have any specific questions on, okay, it is suggesting if you have any other more questions on this one, it is showing how CFN now ISC. So linting cloud formation template, identifying the risk, security risk, enforcing the best practices, preventing common mistakes, integrated with CI/CD, so custom rule creation. Okay, this is the we need to give. Okay, so to get any exact information, you can use the chart GPA, chart GPT. Okay, let's move to our topic. Okay. So now this one is completed. Linting is completed. Now go to deploy. Okay, prerequisite is also completed. S3 is deploying. We'll check this here itself. In the event section, you can see the events. S3 is completed. Now copying files. File. Let's work. Skill on. Where it is coming. Change the directory. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So I made a small mistake. I need to change in here pipeline spot itself. Okay, you're right. We have changing. Okay, and just cross check with this one also. Okay, now both are same. Okay, I will trigger. So S3 creation is completed. So just now change the modification. I triggered this pipeline. So let's see. This time the Swagger will be copying and pasting in the S3 bucket. Let's go to S3 bucket. Resources. We have S3 bucket, right? Yes, Swagger bucket. So you can see. Yeah. Okay. So it is deployed. Yeah, it is copied. Okay, it is successful. Now go to API gateway. So I think it is now creating. Okay, go to API gateway. Events. Go to events. Yeah, updating in template. Update completed. So I didn't made any change to the template. So just okay, just update is completed. Okay. So now go to API gateway. Check that. So we have DNS name, right? Just check that one. So I just open that one. Okay. So where is this stage? Okay. Mm, yeah. You see. So hello world. We are going to deploy app containerization and app moderation Spring Boot version 2. So now our API application is connecting to the ROSA. Okay. So by this we can confirm that. So our application is having access from external world. Okay. So when the customer is trying to access upskill.ondevops.com, he will trigger valid. You click on valid API. Then in the backend you have a HTTP request. So the request is uh, this one. This is the request. So in the route 53 we have configured this private API gateway. So that private gateway is having a DNS name record, and that name record is having the API DNS name. So this DNS name is this is the DNS name of API one. So this is the API gateway. That is the API gateway having a integration of ROSA NLB. The ROSA NLB having a target group of VPC endpoints. These VPC endpoints having IP addresses of a ROSA cluster. This ROSA cluster having your namespace, in that your pod is deployed. Okay, this is the entire workflow. Okay, so with this, we have confirmed that our application is deployed in ROSA cluster. We are utilizing AWS resources to access your application. Okay, so now dev is completed. Okay, so now what things you need to require to move from dev to SI. Okay, we have already developed the code. We have deployed in a dev ROSA and AWS dev account. So now what should we require to move from dev to SI? So first of all, we need to connect to the we need to procure the SAS and dash reports. Okay, of AWS resources and your code and your image. Where get you this all information? Just take a look on this one. So we have this one, right? GitLab. In the GitLab section, there is a security capability is there. Here you can avoid the SAST and DAST scan of your code. Okay. So after that, go to Q. Here you can get all things. Yeah. This, yeah, not indexed yet. Okay, fine. That's fine. So which is, what is the latest one? These are not updated till now. So I will go with okay. Okay, where is somewhere it is getting here. So image SAST and dash scan for your image, and so for AWS one you will go to the here. So we already created now SAST dash in the pipeline itself. We already built that one. In the validation section we have already given. sorry, validation part. You have done NAG, right? Where is NAG? NAG link. These reports we need to share with the team. This report we need to share with them. Okay, this report we need to share with them. So once they will approve, okay, once they will approve, GRC team will be approved, then we need to move to the SI. Okay, in the SI part again, how you need to deploy. So you have one image is freezing in Dev, right? The same image you are going to do in SI also. So what are the things you need to do in SI means, you just you having the, you don't need to do CI, you just do only CD. C. Okay, close this one. So CI part is completed. Now CD part is completed. Now you don't do CI for SI. Okay, you just directly do the CD for SI itself. Okay, the same image it is going to deploy in SI also. Okay, you need to pass these variables, then it will be automatically deploy in SI environment. Again in the AWS, not AWS, CD SI, you need to pass these all details, cluster details or token, all the things you need to pass. Okay, the same your application is going to deploy in ROSA. Again vice versa, you need to pass AWS access key and secret key or role in the GitLab variable section. Okay, so currently I'm using only Devops account, I don't have multiple accounts, so I'm using only Dev account only. Okay, like this we need to do infra pipeline. Okay, like this we need to move to Dev to SI. From SI to prod also we need to get a GIC approval. Again we need to submit all the reports, we need to get approval from them, then we need to prod. So once it reach to the prod, then clients have a access to consume the data from the client side. They have some data, right? They will try to access from their end. So once it is once they will okay in the prod, then they will go to the production live. Okay, your application is going to consume by the customers with the live data. Okay, okay, so I think I have completed all the topics majorly. Okay, I will share this PPT in the GitLab or GitHub. You have completed all these topics. Yeah, just got a review for on this one. So I have explained you how the traditional architecture is working, how we need to overcome the challenges, and what are the how to overcome these challenges, why you are using DevOps, and what are the strategies to adopt a modernized application, what are the tools you need to select. So what are the tools I have selected in this tutorial, and what are the tools we have in this DevOps. Okay, what are the case study I have taken. So this is the workflow I have explained you in the earlier videos. This is the application architecture, and I have already explained each and every topic individually. So we have already reviewed the blueprint. So this is the blueprint I have already explained you how the blueprint will look like. Okay, how the blueprint will be look like, and first how to understand your application architecture. So what is the target application architecture? So how to understand the DevOps architecture, and what is the workflow in the DevOps workflow pipelines, how to create pipelines. So I have explained the AWS architecture, and finally I will show you how to implement the CI/CD pipelines. Okay, so I have already explained this workflow. Okay, so this is the workflow. This is all about how you need to implement our CI/CD pipeline. Okay, in your day-to-day project. Okay, so thank you. I think I have delivered almost all topics. The next tutorial I am going to cover AWS code pipeline, Azure pipelines, and Jenkins pipelines. Okay, please stay stay online. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you.